Terence Crawford confirms Errol Spence rematch, weight, and future fights, Charlo and Boots Ennis. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Terence Big Bud Crawford recently gave an interview, and he spoke about the Errol Spence Jr. rematch. Not only that, he spoke about and kind of backtracked on fighting Jermell Charlo, and he threw some subliminal shots at Boots Ennis. I just wanted to give my 552 nickels on what Bud had to say for anybody listening.
Like I always say, the champion makes the title. You got a lot of champions out here that people don't even know.
I can't wait to take their cheese.
It's not about the belt, it's about the champion that's holding the belt. But Charlo still got 3 belts. Once you win, the ring belt, that's the only belt that really matters. What the latest is, we signed, contracted to do a rematch. I know date right now, but I know that's the next fight that Terence Crawford. I don't know. It's still up in the air, given the fact that Showtime has no longer decided to do boxing. So nothing's been noted to me that the fight would not happen. We don't know yet. Well, the contract say 147, so that's what it's at right now. Who knows? We can decide on 54 or 147. Right now, everything's up in the air right now.
All right, y'all. So what did Bud have to say? Well, let's start off with the Errol Spence Jr. rematch and weight. Basically, what he said was that the rematch is contractual. It's his next fight. That's confirmed. That portion is definitely confirmed. That's going to be his next fight. He can't get out of it. Nothing he can do can get him out of that besides Spence calling it off.
No more handouts. No more handouts.
Now, he was asked about the weight, and he said some pretty interesting things, if you ask me. He said that the contract states that it has to be at 147. Now, we've heard Steven Espinosa in the past say that that is partially true, but it depends on some other factors. We heard Leonard Ellaby say that, well, did Terence Crawford say this, or did you hear it through a third party or a different source?
Leonard a bitch ass nigga too.
And we've heard Terence Crawford say that him and his team would prefer it to be at 147. Now, he also said that there is a high probability that it could take place at 154. Now, he didn't confirm either weight. He said they're both still in talks about the weight. But he did say something interesting that I think that is extremely notable to bring this up. He said that we signed a contract already.
Like, dude, you know what I mean? Mind your business. Stay on the sideline.
So, which means the fight is already signed. They're just sticking points that they're trying to work out. So, the rematch is signed already. They're just trying to figure out what's going on with the pay-per-view rights, and I think where the fight's going to take place at when it comes to the weight, whether it's 147 or 154. But by him saying that they already signed the contract and the contract is signed, that means the fight is a go. They're just waiting on PBC to work out their issues with their television network and the pay-per-view portion of what's going to happen with that fight.
I'm feeling beautiful.
Now, does it matter at this point whether it happens at 147 or 154? I think it does slightly. I think it depends on whether Terence Crawford's going to get stripped of these other titles, because the way he's talking, he said some things about the Ring magazine being the only belt that matters, and they could strip me of all my titles as long as I still have my Ring magazine title. That's the only belt really matters.
Yo, bitch, she a scammer. This bitch, she a trickster. Yeah, I'm from Holly Grove. Plus, I'm out there fishing. And I keep that money. And I keep that pistol.
I think that if he has the majority of the belts, there's a slight possibility Errol Spence might want to run it back at 147. But I think that all fingers are pointing toward 154, because even Terence Crawford said that he's ready to move up in weight. And he brought up Charlo again. He keeps bringing up Charlo. threw Charlo under the bus after he lost. And now he's saying that, hey, I'm not ruling out a Charlo fight. Charlo still has belts, and this is something I've said in the past. He said that since Charlo lost, that there was no need for him to fight Charlo because he didn't give a great performance and he wasn't fighting for greatness. But now he's saying exactly what I was saying about Charlo, which was that, you know, Charlo still has belts, so he brings something to the table. If you want to be undisputed in another weight class or get very close to being undisputed, I think Charlo got stripped of one belt. So he would have the majority of the belts, but I think he would still have to fight, I believe, Tim Tszyu to be undisputed at 154. But Charlo still does bring something to the table because he has all those belts. And this is the same thing I've been saying about Boots, is that you're saying that Boots brings nothing to the table, but Boots has a title now, so Boots is kind of in the same position as a Tim Tszyu. You can't be undisputed again unless you go through Boots. So you need to stop saying he doesn't bring anything to the table.
Let me say something. And when we take your cheese, keep that same energy. Don't try to switch sides, try to be. Oh, I always knew he could do it. No, I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Now, he actually threw, I think, a subliminal diss at Boots, you know, and you got to listen real close to catch it, because he said that there are a lot of guys out here with titles. He didn't say Boots' name, but nobody knows who they are, but they have a title belt. And he said he feels like that the sanctioning bodies need to stop doing this because nobody knows who these title holders are. But, you know, I think that's another one of those contradictory statements of Terence Crawford, because Boots has a seriously large fan base.
Look at all these niggas in here.
Now, Boots isn't worth a lot of money as a boxer just yet because he hasn't sold a lot of pay-per-views. So if you're saying that people don't know who he is because he hasn't sold pay-per-views yet, then that's a totally different thing than saying that nobody knows who he is, because actually I think the Philadelphia market might be twice what the Omaha, Nebraska market is when it comes to fan bases. And, you know, we had the same situation with Crawford and Spence. The Texas market is like 6 times bigger than the Nebraska market is. And this is the reason why Errol Spence is so much more popular than Terence Crawford. And even you could say the same thing about Boots. I actually think Boots' popularity might be somewhere near what Terence Crawford's popularity is, because he's in such a big market, that Philadelphia market. So, you know, I think Terence Crawford once again shows that he's the king of controversy. He's the king of contradictory statements. Everything he says, you can't take it at face value. You just gotta go through what he says with a fine-tooth comb and pick out the little nuggets of truth.
See, this is the thing. I speak in boss. I speak in general. Soldiers don't usually understand what a general is talking about, and I can't be mad if a soldier doesn't understand or they're offended because they don't understand. I don't speak in slave. I speak in master. Unless you've been one, you won't understand that language. So that's all I know. So that's why people say I don't like the way he talks, because you don't understand me.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Sure. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes, or holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are out of here.
It's Louis Keys and the Her Man, pulling up to the spot in the Her van, looking for a bad chick that ain't scared to dance. Get her so wet that she need a new pair of pants. She soggy, only player in the club sipping on sake. Eyes looking like he missed the Miyagi, blowing on bomb trees, flowing on South Beats. How you gonna stop me? It's not an option. I'ma get it poppin'. You can take her shopping, she still let me knocked in. She know I'm just trying to win. She ain't trying to bend, I ain't trying to spin. When she tell a player no, I ain't trying again. I'ma just move on and I'm trying to friend. It's your boy Louis Keys, I'm a shit starter. Young player with a hop like Vince Carter.
Niggas always wanna steal my hop, cause they like my style, wanna steal my hop. Hey, Even though them niggas still gon' flop, they can jock my swag, cause it's still my hop. Hey, ain't nobody got a hop like me. Ain't nobody make the whole world bop like me. Hey, my wrist word make them stop like freeze. Got people overseas tryna hop like me. Hey, I ain't even done yet. New single off the chain, it ain't even done yet. I'm no lie, been there and done that. Hot boy in the sky, catch me where the sun at. My hood hops like whoa, sleeve stay pop so my wrist wear show. I sip crisp piss smoke, got jewelry in my mouth so my spit might glow. They don't want it, what you do, and I'm a backyard pimp, plus my hops too smooth. Mic check 1, 2, gotta turn my mic up, cause the boy too cool. Better get your hop right, Mr. Rainbow Bright, switch color stoplight. Ride it like a motorbike, but you can't get the pipe if your hop ain't tight. Niggas' eyes won't steal my hop, cause they like my style, wanna steal my hop. Hey, even though them niggas still gon' flop, they can jock my swag, cause it's still my hop. Hey, ain't nobody got a hop like me, ain't nobody make the whole world bop like me. Hey, my wrist word make them stop like freeze. Got people overseas tryna hop like me. Hey, everybody wanna hop like me. So speak. Everybody wanna hop like me. So speak. But I bet you can't hop like me. Gotta hop like me, you ain't hot like me. I said you're not like me. Yeah, I see you ballin', but you're not quite keys. Everybody wanna hop like me. White good years with a hot white tee. Me